Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So last time I gave you the rundown on all the Golden Globes nods and snubs with a promise to return and let you know how everything ended up playing out. Well, the moment has arrived. The Golden Globes might be over, but I've got my gold shirt and a recap of the award show, so stay tuned. Okay, so I have to start with the fashion because I'm totally that person who like 2 hours before an award show even starts has like 20 tabs pulled up on my computer trying to see which website is going to have the first look at what the celebs are wearing when they hit the red carpet. So I had Vogue open, I had BuzzFeed open, I had E! News open, every site that I could think of trying to see what the looks were. And while I was doing my thing, refreshing every 5 seconds, I have to say that I was never really wowed. But I mean, that doesn't mean that there weren't some really great looks on the Golden Globes red carpet. For instance, Kerry Washington had an edgy, scandalous, get it, look that not everyone could have pulled off, but I think it looked really great on her. And it was one of the few fashion risks that I saw on the carpet. Side note, it was the first time that Kerry had partnered with Law Roach, who, if you don't know that name, you should. It's Zendaya's long-term stylist. And as we know, every time Zendaya hits the red carpet, she looks fire. So it's no surprise that Kerry's look was just as mega. And I mean, she looks incredible. That's all I can say. That's it. I thought Knives Out star Ana de Armas also looked fabulous. She had on this midnight blue Ralph and Russo sequin gown, and it was simple yet effective, which is exactly what she should have been going for on her very first Golden Globes red carpet. Gugu Mbatha-Raw was also shining bright on the red carpet, literally golden. And I mean, I am a fan of sequins, so I might be a little biased, but that look was Gucci. No, like literally was actually Gucci, so yeah. Now for some people who really let me down, i.e. people who know better but didn't do better. At the top of that list is J.Lo. Jennifer Lopez has been serving looks on the red carpet for decades. And I mean, she can even wear a look that she wore years ago and somehow look even more flawless now than she did then, which is why I was really not impressed with this little Valentino number. It's like she took the leftovers from her Christmas decorations, decided that she really didn't want to let them go to waste, and this little creation was born. And I have to say, it's a little tragic. Sorry, J.Lo. And while J.Lo was doing a little too much, Margot Robbie wasn't doing quite enough. Of course, she showed up looking beautiful in Chanel. She could look beautiful in pretty much anything, but there was no pizzazz, no fun, no nothing. You would think that someone who has been in 2 Golden Globe nominated movies and this award season alone would have a little bit more glam, but not this time. I'm not hating on either J.Lo or Margot. I just know that they can do better, and I really just want that for them, truly. And hey, this was the very first award show of the season, so I mean, maybe everyone's just off to a little bit of a slow start. We just finished New Year's. We're kind of easing into the year, so I'm sure there'll be plenty of great red carpet looks to come. But keep an eye out on some of these trends that I saw on the red carpet this time around. There were some big bows, there were some sequins, there were some cutouts, and some statement sleeves. So definitely keep those trends in mind because I'm sure you'll be seeing them throughout award season. Okay, so now that we've gotten through the fashion, we can hit the main event. The award show was about as interesting as any award show ever is, which is not very. The celebrities read dry jokes from a teleprompter that they couldn't really see, and the camera people panned around hoping to catch a memeable moment or a side eye. Here's looking at you, Jennifer Aniston. The only time the show really deviated from that formula was when host Ricky Gervais was proving why he shouldn't host for a 6th time, making jokes that had pretty much the whole audience looking like Tom Hanks. As far as the actual awards went, as usual, there were some things that were expected and some really big jaw droppers. On the TV side, Fleabag did really well, snagging Best Comedy Series and a Best Actress in a Comedy Series for Phoebe Waller-Bridge. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit butthurt because in recent years, The Marvelous Miss Maisel has kind of been dominating that category, and I was expecting a win this year, and they kind of got washed out. And I mean, I have tried Fleabag. After it won a bunch of Emmys, I was like, okay, I'm gonna give this a shot, and granted the shot was only about 10 minutes, so I guess I need to get a little bit further into it. But I mean, is that a show that you guys watch? Should I forge ahead and get through? Does it get better? Let me know in the comments. Another show that I apparently need to watch is Succession, as it did very well in the Best TV Series Drama category, just winning that category overall, as well as a Best Actor in a TV Series Drama for Brian Cox. Two of my show predictions that I actually did pan out that I was happy about was Olivia Colman taking home Best Actress in a TV series drama for The Crown, as well as Michelle Williams snagging Best Actress in a limited series for Fosse Verdon. As far as the biggest awards of the night went, Awkwafina made history as the first woman of Asian descent to win the Golden Globe for lead actress in a comedy motion picture for her work in The Farewell. So round of applause for her. Taron Egerton scored Best Actor in a Comedy Motion Picture for his work in Rocketman, while Renee Zellweger took home Best Actress in a Drama Motion Picture for her work in Judy as Judy Garland. And I am going to see that movie if it's the last thing I do. I'm sure that it's going to be nominated for some Oscars, and I definitely want to see it before that award show passes me by as well. And last but not least, Joaquin Phoenix snagged Best Actor in a Motion Picture Drama for his work as Arthur in Joker. During his big moment, he got a standing ovation at the Golden Globes, but one person who was noticeably not super hype about the win was Beyonce. She was actually slammed on Twitter for sitting during the standing ovation, and I mean, can we really hate on her? She's a queen who does what she wants. And can we really fault her for that? Finally, Best Motion Picture Comedy went to Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Shocker. But what was actually a shock was what won Best Motion Picture Drama. When they announced 1917, I was literally like... Now, I made a point to see as many of the nominees as possible. And in this particular category, I saw Joker, The Irishman, and Marriage Story. Now, I'm not saying that I expected something to win just because I saw it, but I mean, my odds were pretty good. It's also worth noting that 1917 does not come out for another week. Yes, so that means that no regular people have seen the movie. I just really don't think it's fair that I should have been voting for or rooting for a movie that I have not even been able to see. So I'm sure it was a fine movie, but I mean, I really don't have an opinion on it just quite yet. Anyway, happy start of award show season, people. Thanks for listening. Just so you guys know, I'll be live posting all the major award shows this season on my Instagram at Very Trusty Source. So be sure to check that out for updates, and just return here and subscribe if you are interested in more chit chats like this one. And for now, I'm your Very Trusty Source.